This morning. Oh wow, maybe my mic isn't working. Let me see. Uh, I don't know if okay. What's going on, guys? Hey, let me know where you're watching from as you come in. As you come in, let me know where you're watching from. So this morning, we're gonna do a workout, a routine. Just about anybody can do. You know, if you are somebody that you're not very mobile, you don't you can't get out of the house. Maybe you don't want to go, or even if you can get out of the house, you don't want to go to a gym. You don't have any weights. You don't have any resistance bands. Going to show you something you probably got at your house that you can actually start to tighten and tone the body with. It is a towel. Probably seen this before. If you haven't, first of all, let me thank you for coming in. Those that come in, if you haven't already subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, thank you for taking the time to subscribe. And let me know, guys, what kind of content you want to see. Most thing I do here is fitness related. But if you'd like to see something a little more, let me know. I want to be able to help my audience. And I definitely appreciate you. Again, anybody that comes in. So, like again, I said, this is going to be a towel workout. So if you're not very mobile, you don't want to go to a gym, you don't have any equipment, you can start doing things around the house using objects around your house as equipment. Broadcast I did earlier this morning, I talked about using old empty laundry detergent bottles. Imagine you have a laundry detergent bottle, and of course they come in different sizes. But I'm talking about, let's say that some of the larger um, laundry detergent bottles. Imagine filling one of those up with water, and I don't know what the weight would be. It just depends on the size of the container and how much water you put in it. You can pretty much control it. Again, this is for people who don't have weights. You're just getting started with working out. You're just getting started with fitness. Don't want to go to the gym. Don't want to invest in a bunch of equipment you may not use. Start with stuff around your house. So you have a water, um, empty laundry detergent bottles, fill it up with water, and then have a towel. Most people have a towel or a blanket around their house. So today, what we're going to do, we're going to concentrate on the biceps. We're going to concentrate on the biceps and the chest. Thanks for coming in. I can't see the chat, so I don't know who's in here. So I do apologize. Let me see if I can. For some reason, I don't see the chat. Uh, okay, I don't see the chat. But anyway, if you're just getting started, you have a towel. Okay, and again, you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on equipment. You don't know if you're going to stick with it. Grab you a towel. We're going to work on the biceps. Okay, we're going to work on the bicep. Basically, what you're going to do, you're going to take a towel, and just as you would a barbell, you're going to curl up. And the real challenge is going to be keeping the towel tight. Okay. You're going to really feel it when you start to curl and you keep the towel tight, pulling out. Exhale on your way up, inhale on your way down. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, as you're doing this, slow and control, pulling the towel, you're going to really feel the tension on that muscle. You're going to feel the tension in your arms. You're going to feel the tension in your chest because you're pulling out. You don't want any slack to get into the towel. Keep it really tight. Keep it really tight. So now, next thing you're going to do, take the same towel. Imagine you're on a bench. Let me lock my tripod so it doesn't keep moving because it's kind of driving me crazy. I usually use this when I'm doing something and I'm walking away and I want the tripod to follow me. But let me just lock this. Okay, I should be good now. No, it's still moving. Let me turn this thing off. Hold on a second. Okay, I turned it off. Now, so like I was saying, imagine you're going to do a bench press. Maybe you don't have a bench press. Maybe you don't want to get down on the floor. Take the same towel. You're going to take your hands, keeping the towel tight, keeping the towel tight. And what you want to concentrate on is going real slow and pushing the towel. Okay? It's just like a bench press, but you're pushing the towel while pulling it at the same time. So we're going to do 5 to 10 of these based on your ability. And if you do it right, you're going to really feel the work in your chest. So 1, 2, 3. You're also getting some work in your back. 4, 5, as well as your shoulders. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel that burn all across the chest, all across the chest. I don't know what. Hey, how you doing? That is Dragon J56. How you doing, Dragon J56? So again, you're working that chest. You work the bicep. Now that last exercise, we're pushing away. Now imagine you're doing you're pulling it towards you. So again, keeping it tight. Appreciate you. Thank you. For an old man, it's not bad. So you're keeping it tight, and instead of pulling, concentrate on pushing. Okay. I'm sorry. Instead of concentrating on pushing, concentrate on pulling. So you're going to take the towel, pull out here, pull it out tight, and pull into you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I feel it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, guys, as we're doing this, know this. This is for somebody that's just beginning, doesn't have any equipment. You want to just tighten and tone the body. That's what this is for. Uh, somebody mentioned nice arms. This is from weightlifting and push-ups and stuff like that. But the towel exercise, of course, you're going to tone your arms. And again, that's who this is for. People who want to tighten and tone, guys. So just keep that in mind. I sometimes get people come in here. That's not going to build any muscle. I'm not trying to build muscle. Have to go. Bye. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming in. Thank you. Have a great day today. So the next routine is going to be, now imagine you're doing a pull-up. You don't have a pull-up bar, but you want to work your shoulders. You want to work your back. Have a good one. You want to work your shoulders. You want to work your back. Take the same towel. I'm going to go ahead and stand. Towel over your head. And imagine you're pulling down. Or pulling yourself up, rather. I'm sorry. Imagine you're pulling yourself up, keeping the towel tight. 1. And you want to really engage your lats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to feel that all across the top of your chest. Again, simple routines. Add a question. Uh, I was trying to read what the comment said there. So simple routines. You work your arms, you work your chest, your shoulders, your back. And again, as you're doing this, you want to do 5 to 10 reps, 2 to 3 sets based on your ability. Okay. And the last one is going to be, and if you've joined me before, you've probably seen this. This is going to be more so for your, what did it say? My chest looks like a woman's. What should I do? I am overweight a little bit. Well, you're definitely, I would say it starts with what you're eating. I, Here's what I tell anybody. It starts with what you're eating. You can work out, you can look fit and not be fit. Now, if you have, you know, flabby chest, start with the towel, doing the imaginary push up. I'm sorry, the pull up. Then you're pulling back. Also do some push ups. If you can't do a push up, start on a wall, hands shoulder width apart. Start on the wall and concentrate on pushing your hands together to really begin to develop the chest. Push ups are going to be, when I was in junior high school, you know, when I was young, that's all I did. I didn't have any weights. So I started doing body weight routines. So I started doing a lot of push ups. I would do 100 push ups or more. And it really started to develop my arms. And of course, when I started adding weights, of course, I really developed. But if you're overweight, it's basically what you're putting in your body. You probably already know this. I will say, if you want to lose weight, and I'm about to get off topic, but if you want to lose weight, you need to eat more protein and more fibrous carbs, vegetables. That's just the bottom line. The problem with most people, and I'll say especially here in the United States, we have some of the greatest wealth that can provide uh, healing information, but we have and we have access to some tremendous health care, but we are one of the sickest nations. For the simple fact, the stuff that we put in our bodies, the stuff that's put in our food, sugary foods, and I mean, this is something you probably already know. It's not something new. It's something you already know. But just having the discipline to, take care of your body. You, if you take care of your body will take care of you. And this is not a knock on you, but since you asked the question, it's basically what you're putting in your body. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out, and I'm not criticizing you, I'm just using that term. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out, if I continue to eat junk, my body is going to look like junk. But if I feed my body healthy food and do some form of exercise, my body will respond. And I will say, for me, I've always looked fit. And I want you to get this. Just because a person looks fit doesn't mean they are fit, or healthy, I should say. Because I've always worked out, I've always, been athletic, but I used to eat everything. I used to put all kinds of, I recently cut out sugar, as much sugar as I can, because sugar is just about in everything. And it's about to be a teaching moment. Sugar is in just about everything you eat, but you definitely don't have to add excess sugar with the cakes and cookies and pies and things of that nature. My biggest downfall, my weakness is sugar, is chocolate. I love chocolate chip cookies. I love the chocolate cake. I love that. But I had to make a conscious decision to come off of that or cut back on it because of the health challenges I've had. So my point being is, I've always been healthy or fit, I should say, but wasn't necessarily healthy. And during my very first powerlifting session several years ago, I had a stroke, a mini stroke, because I didn't know my blood pressure was high. But I look the picture of health. To look fit is great, but are you really healthy? So I've kind of gotten off topic, but to JAKHONGIR, make sure you know what you're putting in your body. But start with push-ups. Start with the towel exercises. Yeah, yeah. Start with towel exercise. And I'm glad you asked that question, man, because I'm gonna be honest with you. And I don't know if you're male or female. I do apologize. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love cakes. I love cookies. I love pies. But when it comes to my health, I had to make the conscious decision to take care of my body. And here's the crazy thing, and I know you know this: drugs are illegal, and there is a lot of press put into people staying away from drugs. Even alcohol. Alcohol is legal, but they want to discourage people from drinking too much alcohol. But imagine how much is marketed to us in regards to food, advertising to us in regards to food, and a lot of the food is not healthy. So again, your health is your responsibility. I believe that God is responsible for my healing, but I am responsible for my health. So anyway, I know you didn't come here for that, but since you asked. But this exercise right here, you grab a towel, and I call this a towel wave, towel flip. And it may not seem like much, but if you do it, you'll be surprised at how much it can do for you over a course of 3 to 5 weeks. And as you're doing this, make sure you're healthy enough to work out. At any point, make sure you check with your doctor before you start something new. If you start to get lightheaded, stop. Again, know your body, listen to your body. So here's my point. When you get ready to start this routine, um, imagine somebody is getting ready to punch you in your stomach, okay? And you know they're getting ready to punch you in your stomach. You're gonna brace your core to keep from getting the wind knocked out of you. So with this routine, I want you to brace your core, your stomach, and then just start to flip the towel. Start to flip the towel and move around a little bit. If you're able to move around a little bit. Definitely you can do this sitting down. But if you're able to move, get a little bit more work. As you're doing this, keeping that core tight, imagine doing this for 30 seconds to a minute. You're going to feel it in your core. Your heart rate is going to get up. You're going to start to, again, tighten and tone the body. And if that's the only routine you can do that for an extended period of time. Every day, if possible, or every other day for 3 to 5 weeks. And and controlling what you're eating. You'll be amazed at the cuts that you will eventually begin to get. Now, everybody, this is just common sense. If you have a lot of layer of fat on your belly, then you're not going to be able to see the muscle. Everybody has muscle in their stomach, but it's covered over by layers of fat. So if you want to see the muscle, you got to get the fat off. That's just common sense. But even with that, even before you start to, you know, um, see the muscles are there. You can start to tighten and tone the muscle. So thank you for coming in. Appreciate you, ladies and gents. Hope I can help you or have helped you. If you have any comments or any questions, text. Let's see what word keyword I want to use today. Text weight loss to 678-246-4951. Weight loss to 678-246-4951. And I can reach out to you. We'll connect, help you lose some weight. Now, if you're looking to have some financial freedom, check the link below right in the description. Helping people also only in their fitness, but also in their finances. So, guys, you have a blessed and prosperous day. Talk to you later.